This is hardcore Minecraft, where, while editing my previous episodes, I have discovered this massive cave. Considering that the Copper Age update came out not too long ago, I want to turn this area into a giant mining village, making use of the new copper golems. This is part 1 of a 2-part series, and today I'm transforming the cave. But first, thank you to my first ever channel sponsor, Beppo. They sent me their VT2 Max Gen 2 wireless mouse, and this thing is fantastic. It's ultra lightweight, only weighing in at 53 grams, and has up to 750 hours of battery life. To be honest, the only reason I haven't used a wireless mouse yet is because I was worried about battery life, but for the last few days I've been using it, I've had zero issues. It glides smoothly, the input is clean, and it makes my setup look that much nicer. This mouse can also reach an 8,000 Hz polling rate, which will still last you up to 75 hours. I've been running it at its typical 2,000 Hz polling rate, which is still like 440 hours of battery life. There's also this little magnet at the bottom so you can put the USB in when you're charging, or if you're like me, you can use it as like a little fidget toy. They include grips too, so if you have like really sweaty hands, you won't accidentally chuck the mouse across the room. It also has an optical switch rated for 120 million clicks, which is great because I've been doing a lot of telebridging with this mouse. Yeah, I found out it can drag click and I kinda got distracted. You gotta admit that's pretty cool though. But don't worry, if you don't want to drag click or double click at all, you can use their application to change the debounce time. You can also adjust things like the hotkeys, tracking connection, and the DPI settings. I keep mine at 800, but it goes up to 30,000, and you can even change the X and Y to be independent of each other. So whether you're playing Minecraft or something else, this mouse does not ask you to choose between your skill and your budget. I highly recommend this mouse, so click the link in the description and use my code AGNISBAD to get 20% off your order. Thank you again to Beppo for being my first ever channel sponsor, and now, back to the video. Well guys, it's been 800 days into this world and I finally have a good bow. So like I said in the intro, this is quite a big cave. Look at this thing, dude. It's like it never ends. I'm really only doing the entrance to this cave because I'm employed. Anyways, the first thing to do is clear out the jungle. I'll probably clear it out to be in line with the super smelter. I think the last time I did this was episode 3. This should be the last of it. Wait, no, this should be the last of it. Okay, this should be the last of it. Now we have the entire area cleared out, and this should give us easy access to inside the cave. Before that though, I would like to set up the grounds above ground. That made sense. It's a 2-part project, like I said, so even though I'm doing the cave this episode, I want to at least lay the foundation for what I'll build next episode. Instead of just grass blocks, I want the ground to be comprised of dirt, coarse dirt, and packed mud. Savanna biomes are already pretty ugly, so I'm sure the villagers won't mind if I take some dirt from here. 2.5 boxes of dirt should be okay. For coarse dirt, I'm also going to need gravel. Fortunately, I built a gold farm last episode. It's almost like I plan ahead or something. Doesn't seem like I have any packed mud, but I do have regular mud, which means I can use my wheat farm to make some packed mud. Oh my goodness, I have a lot of seeds. Oh wait, it's 1 and 1. I thought I was gonna get double. Well, time to mine some mud. I'm having fun. I graduated college for this. With that, I have the materials I need, so now I can outline where all these blocks are going to go. And with the outline in place, I can fill it in with coarse dirt. I am now out of coarse dirt. I even went back to craft more at one point. I think now I'll start putting in some of the packed mud and regular dirt, and that should help me fill in some of these gaps. Basically, I'm gonna dig out a ring for the dirt, then fill in the rest with mud. This is hard to see. I'm on the right track though. So I continued on building these dirt patches. I wanted to shade the area, so that's why I made them into these sort of like rings and not a mix of blocks. I'm thinking in terms of color, not texture. The last thing for me to do is to go around the edge and blend the coarse dirt with the grass. Right now it's kind of just a solid line and it looks pretty bad. With that, the dirt is done, but it kind of looks weird, and I think that's because there's no border around the edge. To solve this, I first need to fix my tools, but then I can take some honeycomb, and with the new copper bars, I can make a barricade around the hole leading into the cave. Ooh, yes, I am loving the new copper blocks. Now that I have a design, let's go ahead and do the same thing around the edge of the build. And with that, everything above ground is done, which means we are heading down into the cave to work on the mines. There are 3 main components to this build: the minecart tracks, the cave itself, and the workers. For now, let's just worry about the minecart tracks, and I'll explain the other parts later on. Gathering tough. Gathering copper. Uh-oh. Yeah, you get the idea. Okay, I got enough to get an idea of what I'm building, but before that, I still have some cleaning up to do. I've also just marked where the center is going to be. This is going to be like the central hub of the mine. It's a little cramped here though, so let me push this back a little bit. By the way, when I say central hub, I mean like this is where like the minecart track could end and then the workers could like offload the minecarts. I don't know, just a thought. Speaking of minecart tracks, I need to know exactly where I want them to go because that kind of affects how I design them. To be honest, I don't really want to commentate this part, so here's me marking out minecart tracks. So now that we have an idea of where all these rail lines are gonna go, I still really wish something was going there, to be honest. Hey, you know what'd be pretty cool? What if instead of a mine here, what if it was just like scaffolding, you know? And it was like the dirt is, well, this isn't gonna be dirt. I need to preface, this is not gonna remain dirt. It's just representing that I'll build scaffolding like someone's going to build a new tunnel there. Oh, do you remember in my skyblock video when I was like, bam, and I did stuff? That was pretty fun. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, I've got to, hold on. I got to try something real quick. Oh, the ability to craft dispensers easily. I'm going to test a theory. I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I think if I, this is either going to be really good or really bad. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. I know I did this in episode 5, but I mean, dude. Oh, I'm keeping that. I was doing that as a joke, to be honest, but no, I'm keeping that. That is I'm doing it one more time. This is way too fun. What happens if I get rid of the dirt and I just step on it? It brings you to me, and I'm asking you to subscribe because I would like to hit 50K soon. Also, join my Discord server. It's a great way to talk to me, and you get updates on videos and streams and stuff. Also, I don't know what I was thinking earlier. I didn't even get enough to build one rail. This should be a better start. Oak wood might be something I want. Ooh, wait, maybe spruce. I have like none of it, but I'll grab it anyways. I don't know what wood I want to use, so I'll just grab all of it, I suppose. Would it be wrong of me to keep the jack-o'-lanterns? Call me crazy if you want, but think about it. If they're all facing one way, it kind of looks like it's a textured block, you know? It could work. I mean, it's not great. Question is, how the heck do I make a design for this? That could work. Oh, but I gotta let it age. So if it was like this on the ends, I think that could look pretty good. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Oh, that totally ruins. Wait, hold on. What if I did this way? Okay, I can still kind of do it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel so bad. We can't really use the jack-o'-lanterns then if I want to put copper underneath. Otherwise, I'd have to scaffold and place them all under the rail lines, and I surely wouldn't do that, would I? I said I surely wouldn't. I gotta be honest, it looks really bad. I think that on its own could be okay, but that's not good. I don't know if it's the orange in the middle or if it's the blue. Oh no, I don't like that. Maybe deep slate in the middle. Maybe it's the wrong color. What's up top? I don't know. Because that looks really good in my opinion. I really like that. I really like how that looks. I feel like it's the contrast. It needs to stick to a theme. And I want it to stick with a light theme. Okay, I did it again. Okay, I think we have a design. And how does it look from the top? Oh, we still have that issue. Let me grab some deep slate real quick. I think that's gonna fix our issue in the middle. Oh, that totally fixed it. That's exactly what it needed. We have a design. And it only took me like 2 hours. Gosh dang it, dude. My Wi-Fi just went out. While I'm building these rails, I just want to take a moment to talk about life. Like I said in my last episode, I moved to a new place because of a job, which has made it hard to get this episode done. There have been so many things that have just gotten in the way of me finishing up this video. Like the part where I did all the dirt and stuff was recorded a whole month prior to recording the rest of the episode. I'm not oblivious. Like, it's obvious that episodes 2 through 4 were on a much larger scale than episodes 7 and 8, but I was on my last summer and winter breaks then, so I had more time. Please don't think that I'm blowing it off or anything. I want to continue uploading. This past week, I've been staying up late and skipping the gym just so this would finally be the week I upload. With all that said, this bridge here is the last of the rail lines, so let's get back to the video. So now if I fly down it, oh my gosh, it looks so, it's so cool. Oh my gosh, look at this, dude. This is definitely cooler than I thought it was gonna be. Dude, look at all this. We do have pillars that go literally like all the way down there. So that took forever to do. I had to like do a little weird split here, but I think it works. Next step is to do the tunnel entrances because obviously they can't stay like this. I am going to use spruce wood and I didn't mean to craft all that. But if I can craft some wood stuff and grab stone, I want to shape the cave to where it's just a one wide track. So we'll have this sort of effect. With that in mind, I can design an entrance into the tunnels. And I would say that looks pretty good. But I'm out of spruce wood, so I got to get more at the tree farm. Also, I swear they changed the explosion animation because it looks so smooth now. 3 stacks should be fine. How does it look if I replace the jungle with spruce? Looks like I spruced it up. Wait, what if I had shelves? Is that not how you craft them? Nope, and I'm gonna hide it so you think I figured it out. Please don't keep that in the video. The shelves look good, but something's still off. You know what? I think it's the fences, but is that gonna look? It's better. Okay, I put fences up top and I think that looks right. Let's go ahead and do the other ones now. This is the second one done. I added a couple of slabs and stairs so it wasn't as blocky. I kind of broke the track, but this is number 3. This is number 4, and you can see I've been doing the stone slabs and stairs because it makes a better shape with the terrain. Because I want you to actually see how I've been building them, here's a couple replays of me doing the ones up top. There was a cave here before, so I think going down is probably gonna look best. What do we think of this? I'd say it's good. I just need to build up the terrain a little bit. Maybe get rid of this log. Not really sure how to do the spruce with the bridge here. I guess I'll just do this. So if we fly down into this cave, all of these tracks are now completed with their respective tunnels. Obviously they don't go anywhere just yet, but they're at least in place. And I think they look pretty cool. This one was pretty awkward because of the bridge, but it worked out pretty okay, I think. I don't think it's too bad. I think this side makes up for it though, because the cave just naturally started going down this way and I wanted to incorporate that. Of course, I just covered up the entire cave so you can't see it. But now that they're all... I'm sorry. It just looks so cool. I mean, come on. Look at that. That's so neat. Obviously, all these rails look really cool. But right now, they don't really do anything. I want to make it to where there is one continuous line going all the way through these bridges. So what I'm thinking is just like how I originally had like a plan to make a start area. I'm going to do that again, but this time over here. So I want to go from here to this first bridge to here, and I will go down into this bridge, which will then loop around and go from there to up here, which will then go from there to up there to there, and then this will just drop down into an exit, which I think should go between the legs here. I know I said I was done building those entrances, but truly this is the last time. Okay, so we have the entrance, we have the exit, and we know where we want to loop things around. Let me just grab my rails and loop the minecarts. That's the cue to go into the montage. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is time to see if this minecart track works the way I hope it does. Right now, I have the lever set to turn back to the beginning, and we're gonna see if this works. I have a piece of stone in my hand, so that's probably a good sign. Yo, this is so cool. Now we're heading down into the next bridge, heading through the cave. All right, here we are in the second bridge. Man, that is a nice looking beacon. Heading back into the stone, reaching up to the third bridge now. Here we are at the top. It's kind of hard to see anything off the bridge, but at least it's pretty cool looking, I guess. Working our way up towards the top. This is the top bridge. We're almost at the surface. And now we drop all the way back down. Oh, and we reach the end. It actually works, dude. It actually works. Oh, if only I knew what pain lied ahead. Is it gonna work with the copper golem by any chance? All right, I will take your chest from you, good sir. I apologize. I'll put it right here, okay? All right, have fun. Oh, there he is, and he's going in there. He should be coming out of here right now. All right, what's up, little dude? And will he come out of there? Yes, he will. And he'll be making his way over to that hole right there. And there he goes. Now, here's the real question. Did he just, like, die on the way down, or is he gonna make it out the exit? He made it out! It works! Now all I gotta do is add more. Get in the minecart. Get in the minecart. Get in the minecart, bro. No. Come back here. I didn't want that. No. Go, 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 go. I should be seeing a caravan of... How did these guys get like this? Wait, what? What is actually going on here? What did I just see? What did I just see? Get in the mic. No, stop. 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 Go. Okay, they're off. They're off. And they're back. What just happened? And we have 4 minecarts like inside each other. What just happened? If you couldn't tell, this has been a bit of a disaster, but we sort of have minecarts moving about. I mean, okay, it's actually quite a bit of stuff moving. Hey, this looks pretty good. It actually, like, the build looks alive. Little did I know that unloading the chunks would break the minecarts, thus plunging me into another 30 minutes of minecart mayhem. Meh, I'll deal with it later. Before I do anything else, I should probably replenish my food supply because I'm completely out. I'm gonna go ahead and grab some emeralds, make my way over here to the farming villagers, and there, that's not what I wanted to buy. Let's see how many, not that many. What I really should do is get more villagers for pumpkin trades because I only have 2. All the other ones do melons, but only 2 of them do pumpkins, and that is rather annoying. Yeah, you know what? I should go ahead and do that now, shouldn't I? You know what? I could do that, or I could just refactor the pumpkin and melon farm because there's no guarantee that so that should cover the pumpkin and melon farm. I should be getting more melon slices now, so that should balance that out. However, if I do recall correctly, I believe I am missing some villagers. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's an issue. I thought I was missing some villagers from the mangrove section, but it seems like everything's okay. Wait a minute, what about the fishermen? Oh, yeah, these guys are all dead. Okay, well, that's not great. I bet he came over from this side and navigated towards there. I think if I just dig this out, this should fix my problem here. That should work. It looks a little janky, but it's okay. But I don't remember how I got villagers over here. How did I... Minecarts, dude. I'm so dumb. Swamp villagers. There you are. Oh, wait. I need these guys too. I know this one's gonna be harder, so I'm just gonna get it out of the way now. And there's already villagers in here. I planned ahead? Me, of all people? I planned ahead? Oh, I forgot the minecarts. I did not plan ahead. Moving villagers isn't anything special. I did it back in episode 2. It was literally just moving them through the nether and making a track into their house. Same story with the windswept villagers, except it was even easier. Maybe next time I'll use the happy ghast. With that done, I can finally get rid of this guy that's been sitting here for the last 5 episodes. Sorry, bud. Quick stop to the gold farm to repair my tools and also to get gold for golden carrots. I am so glad I built this last episode. Tools are repaired and this should be enough gold for the golden carrots. It's been a few days since I last logged on, and yes, I still think this area looks really cool. But it does need to be cleaned up quite a bit. What? How did you... What happened? I hear minecart. No! Oh no! Anyways, what I need to do right now is to just clean up this entire cave and make it all stone. I don't want to have any of this andesite or coal or anything like that, especially not dirt. I think andesite could stay, but I think everything else like gravel and maybe the copper ore, I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Doing this took a lot longer than I thought it would, but that's because I spent time reshaping some areas I wasn't happy with. This isn't how it's going to stay, by the way. I have a ton more in mind for decorating this cave. I didn't realize there was a whole area back here. That's kind of neat. I think for the sake of me being lazy, I'm just gonna cover all this up. And no one's gonna know. If my views stay low, no one will know. And now the next phase is, I'm sorry, this is bothering me so much. I have to go fix this. What are you stuck on, little dude? Oh no. Why are they like that, dude? All right, well, that's just not great. So if we take a look at this area right now, you can see that there is nothing really going on. So I want to add some stalactites around here. First up, I need to decide where I want them to go. We'll start with one back here, if I can remember to actually craft the materials for it. Using Lightmatica, I began building each stalactite, which I designed in a creative world beforehand. It was much easier to design them with a flat top in mind, rather than trying to shape a build while having to scaffold around it. Let's be honest, they look much better than they would have if I tried to design them in survival. I chose to double up this one since there was that weird rock formation above. It also adds some nice variation. This is starting to look pretty cool in here. That one added so much. It's so small, but it added... I think this one needs some help. All right, that's a little better. Anyway, the stalactites look cool, but they're hard to see right now, mainly because everything is so gray. Luckily, I have a tree farm. I think that's enough spruce wood. What I want to do is add paths all throughout the area here so that the workers can reach different parts of the mine. I definitely want one going up to this cave. I just need to remove some blocks. Another one I think should head out to the actual cave. That would give me room to expand this area if I want. Same sort of thing over here, but maybe I can add like a barrier so it's like a blocked off path. Another one going up to this cave, and then I'll add one going towards the scaffolding area. I gotta plug that hole. So, with the plan in mind, I think it's time I finally finish this entire cave. So now we have the entire cave textured, and I gotta say that took so long. Like, it's day 884, and that it felt like it took forever. I guess it probably didn't take that long, but for me, it felt, I don't want to do it again. I'll put it that way. This grass has been bothering me, so let me spend a second to get rid of this. There we go. That should be all of the grass blocks covered up now. That looks a lot better. But guys, look at this cave. It has paths, it has scaffolding, it has barricades. I'm happy with almost everything in this cave. Notice that I said almost everything because there is one thing that I'm still not happy about, and that is the minecart situation. I literally cannot figure this stupid thing out. I just want the build to look alive. Is it that bad that I wanted it to loop and actually look like, you know, functional? Is it that bad I want it to be practical? No, oh. Guys, they're ready for work. The workers are ready to work. That's what this is, all right? They're ready for their jobs. They're ready to be employed. They're ready to work in the force. They're all ready to go. You gotta be freaking kidding me.